Greetings, recreators of Lycan Air. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion. Episode 22, Saunas. Alright, build a sauna. Wins by small margin. I think what I want to do is finish up the barns first, because a sauna feels like something really nice to put near where the founders live. But that physical area is monopolized by, yeah. So I'm gonna wait to build the sauna for when this area is not barns. Ah, a war merchant just rolled up with Scipio Daris gone. Okay. South of the triclinium would be pretty good too. Yeah, no, that's true. I actually do like that spot. I mean, it's recreation, right? The triclinium and then the sauna. So yeah, we could do that. Who is my next best warden? I think it's Ray. Although Scipio and Daris will be home pretty soon, I'm just going to have Ray do the trading. So I don't really like them making a mess of everything. I was hoping they actually had something worth buying, but they really don't. Dismissed. So technically, it's a pen, but we need the fence divider too. But it is ready. I also think that I am going to put the cows in here, in the breeder barn. Because I didn't realize I went to down to one cow. So we'll move them over and try to get some calves. Okay. They are back. Oh, no. That's not where the horses go. I'm going to call this the stud barn, I guess. This will be allow males, and then this will be allow females. But I'm not going to move anything over there because I need the actual fence separating the two first. Ooh, accidentally, Ionis has been offered drugs this whole time. Oops. I could do better than that. Okay, just about done. As soon as we actually get the fences in, I'm going to continue the flagstone while I plan out the sauna. But, gotta juggle both. And the breeder barn actually has occupants, so let's get some bedding. There's also, like, some just random wild animals that are behind our walls. Like, I don't really care. We don't need to go full purge, but if at any point we notice that they're eating things they shouldn't... Whoa, we are really down on veg. Simple meals. You could be made of... Actually, what I'm going to do is copy and paste. So this is veg simple meals. And this will be meat simple meals. The slaves ran out of food. Okay, we are all set. So we're bringing in ducks here. And ducks here. And then once those are moved, I think the old barns will be vacated. So I'm doing high priority handles just so that we can get everything, all the animals in the correct spots. Looking good. For now, I'm going to uninstall these iron radiators. We might rebuild them, or we might reinstall them elsewhere at some point. I'm trying to drive everything off of geothermal, and animals aren't that fussy about their temperature allowances, so it might not be too much of an issue to have them get cold, as long as it's not a cold snap in the middle of the winter. That's when you would really need to tap into geothermal. Oh, I meant to sell that stuff. Oh well. Cool. What was that plumbing for? Oh, that was for the radiator. Yeah. We can get rid of that. So, do they have enough food? Yes. Like, 5 times more food. 9 times more food. The breeder barn, no. So, in the breeder barn, and the breeder barn was never really, it's not a permanent barn, so it makes sense that they don't have enough food. So, we'll put hay here. But I'm going to stack limit for 100 hay. Or what, the normal stack of hay is what, 150? So we'll put a 150 hay here on that shelf, rather than up to like 450. You know what? Forget it. Put the whole thing. Okay. That looks all sorts of weird. Lycan Brewing is done, and I'm sure pulling is still broken, because if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. So I'm going to start to do beer brewing. And we'll get the saunas built around here once the old barns are broken down. All that hay? Yeah, we've got 6K hay. That's why I stopped growing it. because we kind of ended up with a lot of it. Constructors should be done with the road work pretty soon. And then... oh, and the curb work too. That looks better. I'm hoping that we start actually hauling things where they need to be. It also looks to me like the first of the rice harvest is done, so we'll stop the meat simple meals and just do the veg. Even though I have way more veg than I have meat. I am still high priority handling. Yes, that's true. Alright, the road is done. So now we're just breaking down the old projects. And then clearing out the trees. And I think what I'll do... how much wood do I have? It says I have like no wood in stockpile. That actually might be true. But now that we broke down a bunch of the old barn, we're going to have wood as a result. I think it's just because Bebo is just so busy. She can't keep up with demand. Because we need more farmers. We just don't have them. Okay, sauna. Let's make it... I'm trying to plan, like, really far ahead here in my head. We're definitely going to want it to be marble, not granite. And I don't think that there's the concept of, like, gendered saunas for the game. Also, this might be too large of a sauna. Because I know saunas have, like, a finite heating radius. But, we'll see what we can do. So, updating the priority. Build a sauna. I wonder if radiators are allowed to be put here. Yeah, they are. Okay, so at some point we should be able to haul the radiators to where they need to be. Did they count as recreation? They do. It also brings me to my next thought, which is it might be necessary to set up slave zoning, because we don't necessarily want slaves in our markets. We don't necessarily want slaves in the sauna. It's also not unreasonable to create separate a different area for slaves to eat that and keep them out of the triclinium. So these are all things that, you know, I have in mind. But we can worry about that in a little bit. At the moment, we're plenty busy with the projects that we're working on. I don't need to be considering other things like that. We need a mass haul so that hauling gets done. Yeah, I think the plan is once the sauna's built... Oh, hello. Once the sauna's built, I'm just gonna not immediately queue something up so that we could do some hauling and cleaning. Because there's a lot of hauling and cleaning that needs to be done. A wanderer joins. A hunter named Star. A tough shooter. Who's also pretty good at intellect. 38 years old. And you already believe in our... In fact, you very vehemently believe in our ideology. Okay, we will keep you. That means we have a giveaway timer. Quite a gift. Yeah. We definitely needed more shooters. It's very nice to have additional shooters. Oh, yeah, no, there is a gender. Okay, cool. Let's build male and female. I forgot about that. I spaced it out as if that was the case. I just wasn't sure. And it's max 50 cells per heater. 49. Perfect. I'm a math whiz. It's funny how bathrooms are fine, but saunas aren't. Well, historically, that would also be the case. So, a lot of, alright, I'm not trying to be sexist, but like in ancient Rome, obviously, almost all the leaders were male. And a lot of politics would be done... The things that you would discuss in different genders were very different. So, like, in male saunas, it would have been a lot of policy, politics, scheming even, that kind of thing. Whereas in female saunas, I don't actually think there's a lot of historical records about what was spoken in there. But my point being, gendered saunas makes a lot of sense. Whereas, for the bathrooms, you know, you weren't chatting people up. It was not a recreational thing to do, to hang out in the vomitoriums, to be like, all right, let's chat. It's like, no one wants to be in here. Don't be weird. Don't be gross. Let's just leave. So, yeah, I think therein lies the fundamental difference. Ooh. Are we out of marble? For real? Alright. Let's get marbling. Yeah, they were really, really important. I mean, it wasn't saunas per se, it was more bathhouses, but we're counting this as like a bathhouse. The Roman bathhouses were very important in that regard. Ooh. Kitty had a heart attack. Wait, that was weird. You had a heart attack, but your heart's fine? So you had a heart attack that went away on its own before I could even look to see if you were okay. I like problems that solve themselves, but also Kitty is like pretty old for a duck, so that's probably a problem that's going to represent itself again soon. I was not intending to do that quest. So we'll just get rid of it. It's funny how much Tranlannery is like, yep, just leave me in the quarry. Don't mind me. I think Ray here, I'm gonna have you start to plant, cut, and grow. You're too smart, so you have pretty positive modifiers for it. So I'm sure you're gonna screw up a lot, but Bebo just needs help. So I need more help than I need high yield. And the new hunter. Congrats, Steph. Whatever ended up happening to the mare that we wanted to tame? Still not tamed? Good work, guys. Solid progress. 10-10. I'm impressed. You don't belong there. I'm going to hold off on resowing Devil Strand, because we're not exactly using Devil Strand at the moment, and we really need to cut some trees. So the fuel for the sauna is what? Wood? So I might want to put some shelves of... So I have some shelves of, like, preferred wood over here, but put some shelves of higher preferred wood near where the saunas are, at their entryways. Glitch, thank you for the bits. Cheers. Oh, and to answer your question, which pen is not enclosed, it was the old pen that was getting phased out. The new pens are fine. If I could even find the pen markers. So here's the egg and milk pen, the stud pen, and the breeder pen. And they're all doing just fine. They're all enclosed. And then the mares and the stallions. The stallions' food consumption just dropped. That's pretty typical for the winter. I'm gonna not act on that until I see animal starvation warnings. A bulk goods trade. Maybe they'll have veg. So next project, I was gonna pull you guys, but again, pull still doesn't work. I'm trying to refresh it, trying to reboot it. Just my luck. I think what I'll do is I'm going to start working on an Insula. But what I will do is have you guys decide what faction to try to court first. Because I think the factions are going to affect what style of Insula I design. So if you're confused, don't worry, I'll explain it in more detail soon. Oh, they have wolves. I'm not gonna buy them. Because the only people that would benefit from the wools right now are, like, slaves, and I don't really want to make... Well, no, I mean, we could make toques out of... actually, yeah, let's do 75 of the wool to make toques out of. And I want to dismiss them before they start, like, eating my, my stuff. So, toques. Do 3 times out of wool. They sell human meat? That's a little disturbing. Alright, we have got Saunas. And Ray's trying to learn how to cut down trees. Bebo's like, come on, Ray. Keep up with it. Bebo flies by. Slow. So slow. What is the fancy fabric good for? A beauty. It's a beautiful fabric that the senators are going to demand to wear. So it looks to me like the saunas are all set. Why is this? Oh, I know why this sauna room is not done. It's because I don't have ghost doors to actually enclose the thing. Whoopsie poopsie. Yep, polling is still broken. Oh, no, it's not. It came back literally just now. Okay, cool. Which senator should we influence first? It's a big list. So I'm going to pause a second. But actually, you don't have to vote right now so that I can explain the options here. So let's go through them. In the Central Republic, the group benefit of Central Republic is annual tribute. And in that, we have togas and relationship, temperature control, and a mood buff, meat drying, and mental break threshold, mosaics, and positive moods last longer, and thermobath, and beauty of all sculptures and art pieces are better. In the Western Republic, currently our ally, we have raid occurs with backup, and to be able to call friendlies in. We have heavy shield making, and negative moods thoughts are shorter. Legionary armaments and pain threshold is better. Legionary armor and weapons can sell better. Centurion armor and colonists when drafted do not have mental breaks. And Scorpion research and thoughts of dead loved ones are shorter. It's slight thumb on the scale because of the combat that we've been involved in. Unlocking combat senators might be very beneficial because we don't have the capacity to make togas or armor or shields or weapons that are worth using. It's not to say that you have to vote that way, but it's food for thought. And then for the Eastern Republic, we've got bronze working. So bronze is like an inferior steel, but it's cheap and can be mass produced. And global skill learning. Craft benching and research speed. Cement making, which is like a cheaper stone. And global work speed, if positive mood. Wood fire crematorium and global work speed. And Tyrium project production research. And thoughts of being cold or hot are lessened. And the global favor here is random research. So there you go. Have you guys decide which of the and seeing what you're currently voting on, like I agree generally that meat drying would be an amazingly useful research to have, and as would Centurion armor and like mental break-proof drafting. I think both are very solid choices. So generally speaking, the Central Republic are the research that they unlock are sort of like the patrician high wealth research stuff, you know, togas and mosaics and baths. The Western Republic are more war related, shields and weapons and armor. And then the Eastern Republic are more craftsmen. They're more bronze working, crafting, cement stuff. So the insulas that I will be designing for them are going to correlate to the specific republic that they originate from. So if I wanted to build an insula, I kind of need to know what senator we're going to ingratiate ourselves with first, because it will heavily depend upon the type of insula that I make for them. Oh, Elba. Yep, they are enjoying. So here's a new rectite. Hydrotherapy. I'm glad they're getting use out of it. And as promised, I'm not immediately queuing up new tasks, just so that we can do some hauling and the like. Because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be hauled into stockpiles first. Alright, we are going after Crassus Davus first. The senator who... a Western Republic senator who unlocks Centurion armor. How long will senators stay? Forever. They're going to be permanent residents of our colony. Yeah, so they stay until they die. The idea that I had for the Western Republic's senators is they are the war senators, right? They are the ones... So the craftsman senators would make sense to have an insula near the craftsman district. And the other senators make sense to have an insula near the triclinium or the saunas, basically where it's really nice, the high land value area. Possibly even around the lake, I would say. That might make the most sense. The war senators, I think I'm going to build their insula near the gates, which is an interesting choice, but they are the guardsmen, the commander class. So it's not that I'm going to use them in combat, but they would want to live in a higher trafficked area, you know, where things are a little bit more possibly dangerous, per se. The other thing I could do is, I kind of like this spot up here, but the forum is there. So build an insula and move the forum. It's unfortunate that we're going to be moving the forum away, but I think this is physically just a better spot for the new senators than down here, because down here is where, like, I'm going to have expansive districts. But now that this is behind the middle city walls, I can also build an open forum, which is which might be kind of nice to do. So I'm going to first move the forum. And the purpose of the forum, if you're wondering, is I do have, as I'm sure you've noticed with the all the guest beds, I have the ability to host people host guests and visitors. So the farm is a place where the visitors, oh, hello, can buy stuff. You know, buy weapons and clothing and the other types of things that we produce. Blades of the Creed. Attacking immediately. Again, mostly melee. Some ranged. And in this case, I'll probably end up forcing them to try to break down the door. I don't want my slaves to tank because they have so few melee. Or so few ranged, excuse me. And we have 2 doors that they would have to break into. Actually, we have 4, because we have multiple layers. In fact, let's fall back to the inner city, because I have more time to set up for that. And Ray, I know you're not, yeah, I'm gonna put a bow in Ray's hands. Oh, they are going for this door, aren't they? Darius will beat them there. A few of them are attacking the external walls, but not very many. We could actually use that to our advantage by ganking, by flanking and ganking those that are attacking the external walls. So let's see here. They're coming back. I'm going to have the slave hold the door. Maxis, you're actually going to get to cover because you're way too slow. Alright, they are fleeing. We definitely outmaneuvered them. Hey, when it autosaves right as you try to click something and it's like, haha, you were trying to click, were you? Alright, so we've got a depressive, chemically fascinated person that I will not entertain the idea of recruiting in a million years. But we could imprison if they have a high fetch. Oh yeah, they were downed once. Wait, why? What happened to you that you went down so fast? Wow, you got smoked. And they only broke 1 door. So, yeah. It's also a good thing to remember that the side doors need to be shut in the times of war. Easy to forget. But Darius is super fast, so he was able to run over there, no problem. The roof I'm putting over the farm is not actually for roof, it's just to indicate the range of those 2 columns. Perfect. And now I can put the other columns in. Should I pull the Jade in, or are they going to try to steal it? They might try to steal it. It is a good point. And then, of course, we have all the, like, corpses that need to get hauled away. You, Lucia, should not be near the corpse pond. There we go. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 23rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow legionaries.